Get ready for the dictation. 5 seconds to go. Start. It is already said that Kachthivou was originally owned by the Raja of Ramanathapuram. Historically, it belonged to India and it is a part of Indian territory. The island always had a strategic importance and a special significance to Tamil Nadu fishermen for fishing operations in that area. But over the years, Sri Lanka started claiming the territorial rights over the island without any justification. Notwithstanding their claims, it continued to be a part of India. But through two agreements in 1974 and in 1976, the island was ceded and it is unconstitutional. In the Berubari case, the Supreme Court made it clear that if any part of Indian territory is to be ceded to any other country, it should be ratified by the Parliament by way of constitutional amendment. But nothing like this was done in this case. Madam, the Tamil Nadu Assembly unanimously passed a resolution of retrieval of Kachthivou. Our Chief Minister had filed a case in the Supreme Court in this regard and has also made the Revenue Department a party to this dispute. Though Tamil Nadu government has taken some concrete measures, there seems to be no action from the center. I feel that retrieval of Kachthivou will give a permanent solution to the problems that the Tamil fishermen are facing frequently. So, will the government take steps to retrieve the Kachthivou Island so that Tamil fishermen, without fear of being captured and harassed, go for fishing in the seas? At the outset, I would like to congratulate and compliment our Honorable Prime Minister and Honorable External Affairs Minister for their laudable efforts to redress the grievances of Tamil Nadu fishermen. We as a nation, as a party, and as a government are deeply committed to the welfare, safety, and security of our fishermen, whether on Tamil Nadu coast or elsewhere. There are three main issues. My friend was mentioning about the Kachthivou Island. We have heard agreements with Sri Lanka in 1974, 1976, and 2008, but there appears to be some confusion in these agreements. I would like to submit that perhaps there is a need to revisit these agreements so that no confusion is left. Our two friendly neighbors are increasing their influence in the region of Bay of Bengal, especially near Sri Lanka. The Honorable Minister has already mentioned it, but there is a need to identify not only our boats but also to have transponders, smart cards for the crew, and registration of the boats. There is a need to use our remote sensing agency to identify the exact locations of the unknown Indian ships and boats in that area. There is a need to do more homework to have better forensic analysis because there have been allegations of Sri Lankan Navy assaulting our fishermen. Can we find out the make, mod, and origin of the ammunition and bullets used, as it will help us to identify and pinpoint the culprits, as it is a question of livelihood of thousands of fishermen in that area. Can the government think of allowing our fishermen and their fishermen to fish at least 25 kilometers deep in our waters and their waters? According to Marine Products Export Development Authority of India, Tamil Nadu fishermen contribute thousands of crores of rupees in terms of foreign exchange to the government of India through export of marine products. Has the government of India done anything in return to the Tamil Nadu fishermen who contribute so much of revenue to our country? There is a need to send a clear, unequivocal, unambiguous message to the Sri Lankan side that these hostile acts against Tamil Nadu fishermen will not be tolerated and that this should end forthwith. Why can this message not be sent? I would like to ask the minister to take stringent action against the Sri Lankan Navy to stop the harassment and abduction of the Tamil fishermen who are fishing near the Kachthievu. Kachthievu was ceded to Sri Lanka without a constitutional amendment and hence the ceding is unlawful and it is not valid. The unconstitutional ceding of the island and the fishing grounds in the vicinity have emboldened the Sri Lankan Navy to resort to frequent attacks on our innocent fishermen who fish in their traditional fishing grounds. Hence, the government of India should take active steps to abrogate the 1974 and 1976 agreements and retrieve Kachthievu and restore the traditional fishing rights of the fishermen of Tamil Nadu. I hope the minister will pay due attention to the pointed suggestion made by me and also by the other honorable members and take necessary steps for the welfare of fishermen of Tamil Nadu who are facing harassment on a daily basis by the Sri Lankan Navy. Stop.